Okay, so I got to talk a bit about the one disturbing dream that I felt was very prophetic about the Spanish speaking country area in the middle of the jungle, middle of somewhere where there's just there was no real electricity. Again, I've told that story already. Now I got a dream from my guides, my spirit guides, and I'm telling you, I knew it was real. And that was when that kid was yelling, "Tell President Lopez, tell President Lopez." I wake up the next day. I search for who's President Lopez. Oh, Mexican President Abrador, so and so Lopez, blah blah blah. Oh, he's going to meet Trump today. I had the dream last night. He's coming there today, and the media is blasting him. So that means he must be a good guy. Huh. Wonder what they're going to talk about. Next day after that, I find out. We talked about trade deals, the border wall, drug good stuff, drugs, and and most importantly, says Trump, most importantly, human trafficking. You got to be kidding me. So the kid escaped and said the other kid told him, "Tell President at Labrador." So I find this video on Twitter. Thanks to POTUS and our AG, 189 children across 3 states were rescued from child trafficking ring this past weekend. Now, I keep hearing this, and no one has any video or picture or any real news story to back that up. I know it's happening at some levels because we've seen it, and there have been news articles about it. But there's just something going on with this push right now. Oh, there are kids in a shipping container, and there's no proof at all. And it's being passed around right now with zero proof. And it may, if it happened, great, because we got them, we rescued them. But if it's not, we don't need this fake news. We're not fake news people. We want real sources. Having said that, I watched this video, and you're gonna watch it, and it's not that disturbing, but it may be to some people. They break into this building. There's a little kid sitting there with like duct tape. His hands are duct tape closed together like handcuffs, but he's just sitting in a couch or something. But it is a Spanish-speaking country. Again, my dream was very clear about that. So I just felt like, maybe I should just share this. What the hell? So here we go.
Ya, mijo, ya.
Bueno, si vamos, ¿qué día con ustedes para que
Niño.
recojan ya los cuadrantes? A las 10, verifíqueme dónde se encuentra cada cuadrante, que no haya gente en los CAI. A las 10.
Hola, papi, ¿cómo estás? ¿Esta más Racing? ¿Tu tía? ¿Y dónde está tu tía?
As you can see, it's his hands. I didn't realize it the first time. His hands and his legs. I thought it was duct tape. It's just, maybe this is rope and this is like a tie strap, a zip tie on his feet. So, I'm not sure which country this was in, actually. Maybe it says it somewhere in here. But you did see the insignia Policia. That's typically a Spanish-speaking country. His aunt and his mother tied his hands up and went to work. He said that he is 6 years old, but the video doesn't say why they did that to the boy. Someone said. Thank you. Again, your mom and aunt, could you imagine that? Like, I hear about this crap. I'm all over it, paying attention to this stuff. And I know a lot of you guys are too. And every time I look at my 8-month-old boy, baby Ian, the sweetest little, he's always smiling at you. He's downstairs, I'm upstairs. So I come out, I go, "Ian." I look down, Ian. He looks up, big old smile at daddy. Come down there if he's in his little plaything, like, you kind of sit him in like a little seat. It's not a bouncer, but he can sit in it the same way. You start even walking near him. He's like, "Pick me up, daddy, mommy, whoever's there, pick me up." Puts his hands out. And then you got him up here, and he's good. He's good. He's happy. He's looking around. No big deal. I'm chill. And I think, how could any human being do something even like this, where you're tying this kid up? He's sitting there tied up. What are you doing? And then I remember that time I did ayahuasca, and I had a bad trip. The second time I had a bad trip. The first time was awesome. The second time, terrible feeling. I don't want to do this. I'm not closing my eyes because I can feel something pulling me in, and I don't even want to know what it has to show me because I don't like the way I feel. And then let me just close it for a second. I got pulled in. Uh-oh. I see this gigantic corkscrew thing that it had threads on it like a screw. It was massive. It was like an outer space, and I'm out there floating with it, looking at it. And I see these little light pods. As it starts to turn, the screws, you know, I'm like, oh, there's light pods. And there's like a bunch of rows per thing, like easily. They're just stacked everywhere next to each other, just rows and rows. And this thing's massive. And I see these little light pods. And I'm like, oh, those are souls, lost souls. Oh my God, those are trafficked children who are now dead. Oh my God, there's hundreds as it spins. No, there's thousands. Tens of thousands. There's probably hundreds of thousands. Oh my God, there's more. I don't even know. I'm just looking up. Oh my God. It just keeps going. And then I got the knowing. They're stuck. They don't know what to do. Most of these kids never had parents. Never could show them love, compassion, anything. They were literally born into being a crop. Being a slave item for somebody or something. They didn't know anything. They don't know love. They don't know what parents are. They don't know none of it. That's what I got watching this thing. And I go, oh my God. And I said to them, we real humans would never ever do what was done to you. You children. You never had a life to live that you should have. You were robbed of that or something. You know, I said something like that. And now I'm going to show you what it feels like to be loved. And I'm going to set you guys, I'm going to set every one of you free now. And I sent them in this trip love energy right to them. Don't ask me how the hell I did it because I could only do it when I was on ayahuasca. I can't do it now in person. I can't. Other than grab somebody and hug them or something. But this was an energetic thing. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to set them free. Here it goes. And I send it and I see it. I just feel it. Okay, they got it. Instantly, okay, they start floating off like to go to the light. Like, okay, we got it. We're out of here. Thank you. And they're gone. And then I start to fade out. And I'm like, okay, my job's done. And then I come back to. And I feel like trash again because I'm on a bad trip. Oh, I feel awful. I don't want to. Like, when's this thing going to end? You know, it's just, I hate this feeling. This is terrible. Every bad thought in your mind, every bad outcome of anything you think of is the worst outcome. Just stupid. When's this going to end? But I thought to myself, man, I wonder if I had that bad trip because of what was so that corkscrew thing was so negative. I mean, it's just pure negativity, what happened to those kids. And I thought, man, I wonder if that's why I felt so bad. And then I just couldn't help myself while I was just tired of it. I closed my eyes and that was it. I got pulled in, man. It was the only time I got pulled in at that night. I got caught slipping. I'm like, let me just close my eyes for a second. I want to rest my eyes for just a second. Wrong. You're pulled in. But I instantly went there, set them free, came back out, and felt like shit again. Now, my first ayahuasca trip was awesome. Very positive. I learned some lessons and things. They taught me some things. It was so cool. I never had anything with the children or any of that stuff. And, you know, you'd have thought maybe that would have been the best time for that, but it was my first time. But anyways, yeah, again, I just think of these people who could harm a child, man. When you look at your own kids, or anybody's kids, and you think of there's children out there who are basically born underground, under somewhere. There's no birth certificate. No one knows they exist, and they're completely being exploited for all kinds of disgusting things. That's all they've ever been. No hugs for you, no love for you. Like, it just breaks my heart. So, on that note, I'm out.